Well, I heard Jesus Christ was the best friend that I never had. I called his name from time to time, but he said nothing back. I don't need no silent partner, I ain't programmed to believe. For if I am a sinner, man, I guess that's just what the good Lord made me. That's just what the good Lord made me. At 21, I killed a man. Later that year, I killed again. Then this last time, well, I left a witness, and that's when the police, they finally brought me in. Now I'm doing life in this prison, but thankfully I see that if I am a prisoner, I guess that's just what the good Lord made me. That's just what the good Lord made me. So listen, my Christian brother, I do thank you for stopping here. But the rotten tooth of my wasted youth makes one truth crystal clear. For no matter what my crimes, what I do or choose to be it righteous man or murderer, I guess that's just what the good Lord made me. Yes, that's just what the good Lord made me. If you claim the lame can walk, if you say the blind can see, then I know in my heart I'm just what the good Lord made me. I don't want to damage my reputation as a bottom feeder in the musical industry, musical instrument world. I'm definitely a bottom feeder in the music industry. But normally when I come and play, people laugh at my guitars because they're taped together, and I get them for $10 at the flea market. And if you don't know me, you can go to Jim.White Musician on Facebook. And I have a weekly column that I write about the J&J flea market and all the cool things that happen there. And this guitar did not come from the J&J, and some people out there are thinking, that's a $1,000 Martin parlor guitar. What is he doing playing a fancy guitar like that? Is he getting uppity? Well, no. This guitar was listed on Facebook Marketplace for $50. It's a $1,000 guitar. Pretty great, right? I did not write to the guy because it'd been up for about 4 hours, the ad. And I thought it's long gone by now, because if you know, there's just a whole army of people watching, get notifications anytime something new comes on. They leap on it and resell it, which is like what I do at the flea market. So I'm sure it was gone, right? So the next day I look and, well, it's there again. So I write to the guy, and just out, I knew he'd already sold it, and I said, is this still available? And he said, it is. So I said, well, my God, what's wrong with it? And he said, did you look at all the pictures? And I said, no, I didn't. Well, picture number 4 explained the whole thing. As you can see, that's not an original Martin back there. That's a back that I put it on it. Because the original Martin back had a hole in it about the size of a woman's foot. About that big. And I like puzzles and mysteries, so I offered him $30 for it. And he agreed to meet me. And I thought, I need to know more about this man who's selling a $1,000 Martin guitar for $30. So I looked at his other things that he had for sale, and he had 5 really expensive guitars for sale, and all of them with a woman's shaped hole in the back. I needed some confirmation as to my theory about the woman in his life. So I asked him when I met him at the Dollar General in Winterville. I said, "Sir, how exactly did this guitar get a hole in the back of it?" And he gave me a real hangdog kind of almost evil glare and said, "It fell off the stand." And that's all the confirmation I needed. And then a week later, I saw him busking at a shut-down gas station with no one around. And I decided I needed him to be my best friend. I need more people like that, and I really need to find that woman he was with, because I need a woman like that in my life. But when I get out of line, knows how to show me how she feels. Ladies, keep this in the back of your playbook, okay? All right, I'm going to sing a really... This is one of the hard ones. I promised I would sing some songs I hadn't sung ever in front of people, and this is one. It's called Stranger Candy. Back in 1967, I was watching a TV show. When the glowing screen went blank, I looked out of my window. I counted 27 crows perched on my antenna. In the glass a familiar face appeared, a man whose name I no longer remember. Yeah, that mother's milk is dandy when you're a little baby, but as the wheels of time grind you down, you get a taste of that stranger candy. Then in December of '81, I saw my dear old friend John. He was fall down drunk at the Christmas parade with his children looking on. His wife, she lost her mind. She was committed for a time. She took refuge when they set her free in some weird Eastern philosophy. Yeah, that mother's milk is dandy when you're a little baby, but as the wheels of time grind you down, you get a taste of that stranger candy. And this life, they say, is hard, but still it's all you know. You can close your eyes and try to run away, but pray, where will you go? Yeah, this life is all you know. Death is dark and strange. It's the near and worrisome voice you hear, forever calling out your name. And as I was walking down the street a while back in Portland, Oregon, I found the last of many keys I lost. I picked it up and I grinned, 'cause sometimes them crows take flight, and if you can shoo them from your brain, you will find yourself in the nick of time, calling the devil by his name. 'Cause that mother's milk is dandy when you're a little baby, But as the wheels of time grind and grind, you get a taste, just a little taste. You get a little taste of that stranger candy. I forgot to tell the story that goes with that, because as you can see, every song has a story, at least one. I was playing in Portland, and I was walking. This was in the late '90s when downtown Portland was full of junkies, and I had played this place called the Doug Fir, which is a really cool venue to play. You know, only the coolest guys with orange shirts get to play. And it was the last show of the tour, and I'm always real practical. I don't like all the excessive expenses. So what I did was, instead of shipping an amp out there and then shipping an amp back, which would cost about $200, I just bought an amp, and I thought I'll sell it at the end of the show, on my last show. And then I will have no shipping expenses. And so, you know, it went well, the tour went well, the amp worked fine, and it was a nice amp. And I got to the end of the show, and I offered it for sale, but nobody bought it. And I was in a bit of a jam because it was a good-sized amp, about the size of this thing here, this monitor. And I couldn't get on a plane with it, and I didn't know what to do. And my show ended, and I went back to my hotel across the street, kind of a shabby, shitty hotel full of junkies and stuff. And it occurred to me as I was loading into the room, you know, I could probably just sell this on the street. So I put it on my shoulder, and I started walking around downtown Portland going, hey, you want to buy an amp? Because I was really jacked up from all of the, like it's this show and the tension. I had to be up at 6 in the morning. It was 2 in the morning. And all of a sudden I realized that I was emulating the behavior of all of them guys that I hung out with when I was a little drug addict. They were all walking down streets selling amps that they stole. And everyone thought it was stolen. I finally, like these college kids, they were drunk, and they came up to me like, you selling an amp, man? Where'd you steal that, junkie? And I said, no, I just played a show at the Doug Fir. And they said, bullshit. And I said, no, man, I just played a show at the Doug Fir. I don't want to take this amp on the plane with me. I'm selling it. He goes, well, that's bullshit, but it's a good story, man. And I said, no, come on, walk with me to the Doug Fir. You'll see my picture. So we walked to the Doug Fir, and there's a picture of me on the outside. And they're sitting there scratching their head, you know. So they come up in the hotel room, and we try out the amp, and we start having a good time and talking, and the night goes on, and they end up buying the amp from me. And it was just, and I thought about all of my friends after they left. I thought about all my friends, those junkies that I was running with, and who half of them were dead. And I thought I ended up doing pretty good. I found the last of many keys. That's the line in it. I found the key to stay alive without using drugs. It was pretty great.